Everyone ignored Link's half-hearted protest. The cocky back rower wore his horniness like a badge of frickin' honor. Doesn't mean I go without. And if he did, it was none of their damn business. Chuck finished his interview with the skipper of the losing team and, spotting Tanner, headed toward them. "Christ," Dex said. "Dickhead approaching." Tanner sighed. "Best to just think of our contracts and smile for the camera." "Oh, hello," Bodhi purred. "She's on the move too." Dex's gaze flicked to the woman again, tracking her progress as she hurried after Chuck. Her hips swung enticingly, and her chest moved interestingly beneath her t-shirt. Christ, it was a turn-on. "Chuck," she called, hurrying to catch up with him. Idiot. Dex would never let a woman trail behind him like that. Not when she could walk in front and he could check out her luscious ass. "What in hell does she see in that guy?" Bodhi asked. Dex had no idea, but the urge to throttle the smarmy reporter, something that was never far from the surface, spewed like the sudden rush of a geyser in his chest. "Chuck!" she called louder this time, almost caught up with him. Dickhead stopped, turned, then glared before looking around him as if he was embarrassed. He hissed, "What the fuck, Harper?" He'd kept his voice low, but the edge of fury carried it farther than Dex was sure Chuck would have liked. "I told you to stay in the stands, not embarrass me by running onto the goddamn field in a pair of jeans you've barely managed to squeeze your lard ass into. I have a certain image to maintain, and it does not involve being followed around by fat chicks." Dex's jaw clamped tight as the hackles rose on the back of his neck. Fat chick? He could see the stain of red creeping up her neck from here, and the spewing geyser in his chest turned viscous like lava. "God, he's a fuckwit," Bodhi whispered. "Excuse me," Dex growled. Lava burning in his chest, he strode purposefully toward Chuck and the woman, who was hissing something back at the reporter Dex couldn't quite hear. He was sweaty and dirty, and every damn muscle bitched at him, but Dex paid none of it any heed. The urge to deck the smarmy frontman rode him hard, but by the time he pulled up beside Chuck, Dex had another plan. A better plan. One that involved less potential penalty and more potential booty. "Hey, Chuck," he said, forcing himself to smile as he clapped the reporter hard on the back. It was satisfying to hear a strained, involuntary cough from the man. "Oh, Dex, hi," Chuck said, sleazy smile in place, turning as if he were trying to block the woman from Dex's view. No chance with those puny coat-hanger shoulders. "Great game tonight," Chuck enthused. "If you could just give me 30 seconds, I'll be right over." "Actually, Chuck." Dex glanced at the woman and smiled at her. She was even more magnificent up close, with a whole lot of pissed off glittering in the depths of her masala brown eyes. "I was hoping you might introduce me to the lady." It was amusing to watch the pretty boy almost choke on his tongue. For a moment, Dex thought he was going to say, "Lady? What lady?" But he finally turned to acknowledge the woman.